Hi everybody, my name is Mark. I've been a truck driver since 1985 and I am currently employed as a yard jockey for a major food processing plant. I'm here today to demonstrate the OPNBar, which is a 3-in-1 trucker's tool, and also give you a mindful warning about hand injuries in the trucking industry due to hard to open and close trailer doors. Now I myself personally, about a year ago, was trying to open up a door with my bare hands, something similar to this one. And I must have hit it wrong because I damaged a tendon in my hand, which eventually led to trigger finger in 4 of my fingers. I'm not going to go into details, it's a long story, but anyway, I took off work for a week. I got treatment. They got it back to where my hand would, move kind of normal again. But the doctor did tell me that I needed to find an alternative for opening up trailer doors without using my hand, because if I did it again, it's a possibility that it could be permanent damage, and I didn't want that. So anyway, that led me to going online, and I found Shipping Container Safety International, and they distribute the OPNBar. And like I said, advertised as a 3-in-1 trucker's tool, but for me personally, it's a 5-in-1 trucker's tool, which I'm about ready to demonstrate. Now, as a yard jockey, I usually dock anywhere from 50 to 75 trailers a day, all of which, just like you guys, they all come with a seal. Before I got the OPNBar, I would have to have a pair of seal cutters, band cutters or whatever with me all the time, which 9 times out of 10 I would forget leaving the truck and have to go back up there and get them. With the OPNBar, this is really cool. You just slide it into the center of the seal, get your little tension on it, and just pop it right off. Piece of cake. It's pretty cool, huh? And it works just as well on metal bands. Haven't had a problem with any steel that I've got. Pretty cool. Now, tool number 2, which is the most important one, really. There's no way in the world that you're gonna open this handle. I'm putting everything I got into it, which you don't want to do because you can cause sprain your wrists and your hands trying to open up this door. So without the OPNBar, before I would have to have a hammer, and as you can see, this is a good size hammer. It's got a lot of weight. I had to tap it up. See how hard that was to get it to open. Now closing it is a little different story. With a hammer, you can see where people in the past have been banging on the thing closing. They missed, they destroyed trailer doors with it. That's another reason why you really don't want to use a hammer. I'll show you how tough this one is to get closed. There you go. Well, that is not the right tool. So they say that for every job you got to have the right tool, and in my opinion, the OPNBar is definitely the right tool for hard to open trailer doors. Slap it in. Yeah, it was. Now, you don't have to worry about this thing bending or breaking. It's made out of steel. It weighs 3 pounds, and you got 22 inches of leverage here. You're not going to hurt this thing. Now, you saw how hard it was to get it in with a hammer. Pretty cool, huh? The OPNBar. Anyway, so that's tool number 2. I call this tool number 3, but it's really, I guess, it's function number 3. We all know how sometimes when we get our trailers, if they're not level, how the cam pin will be below the keeper here, or it'll be even with it, and you can't get your cam pin inside the keeper. Now this one here is not bad, this is level, but I'm just giving you an example. What I like to do when that happens, instead of having to go and get in the truck, move the truck around, drop the trailer again to where you don't even know if it's really even that time or not, to get that pin to even out, what I do, I take the OPNBar again, and you can see here, this is only a 1/4-inch plate. You can see how it gives me some lift on that cam, and what I'll do is I'll get under it, get just enough lift for that lip just to get inside that keeper. And I'll hold it in place, and then of course I'll come around again, just like I did before. You want to keep pressure against it. You don't want that pin slipping back down. You got to do it all over again. And it's going to take a little more pressure this time because you'll be lifting the entire door up instead of just the cam, because the trailer's a little bit out of whack. But it works every time. Then you just get it in once the door's evened up, and then slap her on back in there, and you're good to go. So that's a really cool feature. It saves me a lot of time. 90% of the time, that works. Every now and then, I still got to get it moving the trailer around. Anyway, that being said, we're going to move on to tool number 3. Or 4, I'm sorry. Tire Thumper. Like I said, you got 22 inches here. Got plenty of weight. You don't even have to bear swing. It's a great tire thumper. All you have to bend over to do it. That's pretty well said, self-explanatory. Tool number 4. Tool number 5 is a 5th wheel pin hook, latch, or whatever you want to call it. They have the notch cut out in the steel, plenty wide enough for all your handles, where all you gotta do is just reach under. I can demonstrate on my truck because I have an Ottawa, and it has the hydraulic 5th wheel, lifts up and down. It does not require a pin. But if let's say if this was my truck and I did, you only have to bend over, you can find your handle, slide on there, hook it, and it pulls right out. Now, for the added advantage, I call this the added advantage. And I swear I'm not promoting the OPNBar as a weapon, but I have a much greater sense of security if I'm out in a dangerous area of town making a delivery, or pretty much wherever it might be a shady area, if I'm out performing anything on the truck when I have the OPNBar beside me. You know what I mean? So anyway, all that being said, I want to give a special thanks to Shipping Container Safety International for making the OPNBar easily available online. Because without it, I probably wouldn't have a job. And also, I want to give props to their customer service department. You guys are outstanding. You guys are great. And one last thought for everybody. Always be proud of who you are as a truck driver. Without us, everything stops. Because if you got it, the truck brought it.